Hello YouTube, it is Inspired Valentine and I am back with another video. I know it's been months since my last video and honestly I can't even believe I'm making this video right now, but it just felt like a good day, the time I guess, cause God knew I've been wanting to make this video for a minute. It's not easy, okay? So before I go into details about any of that, I just want to update y'all guys about my life. So I did recently move out of my parents and it's been going good. I've been living on my own for a month now, but I still FaceTime my mom like every day, and I probably still go home like at least 3 times or 4 times throughout the week. I just have to see my mom once and then I'll be good. But other than that, the adult life is cool besides the bills. Everything else is cool. The freedom, being at peace in your own bubble zone. It's just you know, that's an A+. But other than that, the last time I talked to y'all, I think I was either in college, graduating, or still in high school. I think I was graduating. I really feel like I was graduating. Because I graduated early, so I really feel like... But anyways, now I am an esthetician, and I love the esthetician life. I love my clients so much. I don't need friends because I have my clients. Like, I know that might be crazy to say, but my clients, they're gonna text me, they're gonna check up on me, they're gonna do all that a friend do, you know? I'm kidding. But I do love my clients so much. I just wanna say thank you guys for the love, support, just everything, because hello, my business Meeks Erin wouldn't really be popping without you guys. So I just wanna say thank you so much. And let me start on this video. So today I am making this video to maybe help someone, and most importantly, I'm making this video because it's a part of my healing journey as well. So 2 for 1. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just gonna hurry up. But if you're very spiritual, then if you know, like, if you just feel like God is telling you to do something, and then you're gonna do it. And today I just felt like God telling me, go make that video, girl. What are you doing? So here I am making this video, and this video is basically about if you have been sexually assaulted, molested, or hurt in any type of in any of them forms, then I just want to say that if that topic is still sensitive to you, then stop watching this video right now, please. But other than that, this video is going to be raw and 100% uncut. It's just going to be me just talking, because I know this is something that I do needs to get out, and plus I've been talking about it for a minute, so I can't believe that I'm actually doing it. It's like so surreal, So I'm gonna start off by saying that if you watched my last video, but if you didn't, I was born in Gulfport, Mississippi, and that's where most of my trauma happened at. First off, it started by, my real dad. He was very abusive. I used to see him all the time beat on my mom. Like, it would be days I'd be like, yo, like, my mom don't look okay. Like, she don't look like, like, he would just, like, he would fight her like she was some guy on the street, like beat on her like she was some guy, So, seeing that at an early age, it kind of it kind of makes you be scared of men, honestly. It took me a long time to not be scared of males, but I used to be scared. I used to wonder, like, is this love? You know, why does love look so painful? And you know, me being a little girl, I was only in like first, second, and third grade. Like, me remembering this, I couldn't help my mom. I was so little. You know, I'm 20 years old and I'm 5 feet even. So imagine how little I was back then. You know, so it used to bother me. My brother, we couldn't, you know, help my mom because sometimes we wanted to go in the kitchen and pick up a knife and just take my dad out. Like, me and my brother used to just think, like, we gotta get him some type of way. Like, we can't let him keep doing this, you know. He is, you know, he has no soul. He's just a human body walking around. He has no soul. So, you know, I used to always call him Lucifer growing up. He broke my heart. He was the first person to break my heart. So, you know, having your dad break your heart at a young age, it kind of affects your love life later on. And I'm gonna get into that, but you know, I remember, like, when my mom finally left my dad, me and my brother was like, oh yeah, we getting somewhere in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, she finally left this monster, so now maybe we can breathe, you know? Cause, like, say for instance, if my real dad was like on the run, cause he would break out of prison. Like, prisons couldn't stop him either, you know? So say if he was on the run, it felt like we was on the run too. It felt like we was on lockdown too, you know? So I always, growing up, always had to watch my surroundings and watch everything around me. And I did not live a normal life. I didn't. And now I can say I am. But before, my life wasn't all glitz and glam, you know, like it is now. Thanks to the higher power, and of course, you know, my parents for getting me the proper help, because not everybody, you know, gets the proper help. But I remember when my mom finally left my real dad, then, you know, I remember she had to start working more. And since she started working more, me and my brother, we had to get watched by our older cousins. First off, my mom didn't let nobody around her children. So obviously these were people she trusted. So my mom doesn't know, you know, the full details of a lot. So if you see this video, I just want to say that I'm so thankful for the young woman that you molded me to be, because, you know, look how far I've came. Look what I've accomplished, you know. So thank you, mommy. But and it is not your fault either for nothing, you know. You thought you were doing what was best for me and my brother. But I remember when my mom, she had to start working more. That me and my brother, we had to be watched by older siblings. And my older siblings, they'll play this game called hide and go seek. And the little ones, they'll go hide, and whoever they find first, they'll do things too. So I remember being like first, second, and third grade. I don't know how old I was at the time. I can't think. But I just know I was a baby. So my older cousin, he never took it to the next level with me. Because I remember one night when he was about to take it to the next level with me, like actually have intercourse with me, I remember I was screaming. I was screaming so loud because like something, you know, it was painful down there, you know. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, what did I do? Like, why me, you know? So, and he stopped and he was like, oh, I see you not ready just yet. So he laughed. And, you know, I remember like feeling so scared and feeling like, okay, you know, as a little girl, me feeling like I don't want to be on this earth because I feel like I have to go through that again. It was crazy. And I remember my brother, like, once he found out, like, because my brother, you know, due to the fact that, you know, he was like a little boy too, like he was our age, you know, they'll probably go send him somewhere, or I don't know. But once my brother got the hang on what was going on, he would lock me in the closet for hours. And he would tell my cousin that I'm down the street at my friend's house, but I was really just in a closet somewhere, locked up for hours. Sometimes like he'll bring me food if he can, but other than that, I just have to thug it out until my mom get off, honestly. And when he'll catch my brother in like lies, cause say, like, I remember one day he did find me in the closet. He beat my brother up so bad because I guess we were like his toys that he fantasized. So he was just, I don't know. So that happened basically for like 2.5 years. Okay, so my brother was calling me. He don't even know I'm making this video, so I had to, you know, play it off because my brother know when something's wrong with me, but I didn't want him thinking anything was wrong with me. You know, go about your day, and so I could finish this video. So where I stopped off at, when I was telling you guys, like, you know, when he was about to take it to the next level, but he didn't because he said I wasn't ready yet. So I remember like the next day, I had told my mom, I was like, Ma, he was turning on like porn, he you know, just having us watch this bad stuff, so I don't want him to watch us again. That's all I had to say. And my mom, she was mad about that. She was so angry. I remember her calling her sister on the phone, talking about some, how could he, you know, da-da-da. So seeing my mom react based off, you know, me just watching porn, I knew, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. That's all I'm gonna keep it. So he never watched us again. You know, only time so we'll see them was, you know, at like, you know, holidays, like at barbecues, something, you know. But yeah, because my mom, she didn't let him watch us again because she was like, what, you know, in her head, she's like, that's so disgusting, you know, that's scary too in her head, because why are you showing my little, you know, little kids this, you know? But that's all she thought it was. But he basically, since, you know, he never took it to the next level with me, he'll just like, you know, he'll just make me, you know, do things, or like when he'll like, you know, like ejaculate or whatever, like he'll just like, you know, on me. It was just like crazy. Crazy. And the other girl that I went through this with, he actually, you know, was having like intercourse with her. He was actually doing it with her because she was older than me. So he took it to the next level with her. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna like expose anybody, but she is no longer living, so she can't tell her story. So rest in peace to my beautiful cousin, her soul. And, you know, I hope her soul forgave you for what you did to us, because I'm forgiving you. I'm on a journey of forgiving you. So I hope her soul forgave you, because we were babies, first, second, and third grade. Well, I was in first, second, third grade. She was probably like I think in 5th, 6th, or 7th grade. You know, because my mom, she didn't want to live with her mom at the time, so my mom took her in, you know, so my mom was raising her with us, so she experienced this as well. And as soon as my mom found out that we was just watching porn, he couldn't see us, you know, again. Like, my mom didn't allow him around us. So, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, imagine if she found out the truth, you know, what he was actually doing to us. So, fast forward, me and my brother, we actually started watching ourselves because my mom, she just didn't want nobody around us after that. So, you know, then like eventually, like my mom, you know, she was working night shift, so my mom, she was like, you know, like it wasn't like my mom, she started working like so many night shifts, so it's like she was there, if you know what I'm saying. But other than that, when she was gone, me and my brother basically just had to, you know, as babies, figure out how to cook, figure out how to do this. But she trained us and she showed us everything we needed to know to be in that house, to be alone, because she didn't want nobody, you know, to be in that house to harm us. Because in her way of thinking, she felt like that was like some, you know, like, why are y'all showing my kids this? You know, like, that's, my kids don't need to see this, they baby. So, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, my mom's very overprotective. So, I remember like Hurricane Katrina came, and then we end up seeing my dad again. It was years passed by, cause my little sister, it's a 6-year gap. So, you know, I didn't really see my dad throughout them years, you know, while we was living in Mississippi. So Hurricane Katrina came, and then I seen my dad, and then, oh my gosh, like all the houses was ruined. It was just crazy. So, you know, I'm thinking like, okay, you know, my dad, he came back, but like he seemed nicer, but all that was just a trick, a trick. So my mom, she ended up getting pregnant again. So, after she got pregnant, she was like, oh no, like I'm not going through this again, because her pregnancies was not easy. My brother, my first oldest, was considered a miracle baby because the electric cord, not electric cord, I don't even know what it's called. The cord, the umbilical cord got wrapped around his neck. So they had to do like emergency C-section. If y'all know that, like babies really don't be surviving once the cord get wrapped around their neck, because Andre, he was like trying to fight, and the more he was fighting, he was, you know, killing himself. So they had to do emergency C-section. So it was just like, my mom was like, oh no, like I'm getting out of here. So, you know, we moved into a different home. Everything was cool. Then we moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, and my mom, she did get remarried. So it was like a fresh of breath. Like we was, like we started to live the normal life, but we was also going through a lot. You know, the first year I moved here, like I moved here 4th grade, I fought probably every year of school. Like I was just violent. I didn't care who you was. Don't talk to me crazy, don't look at me crazy. I was so, you know, I'm so little, but don't. I was so angry, and people didn't understand, why is this girl so angry? But like, I seen anything that you can name, I seen, saw, heard, been through, you know. So I would say my mental health didn't really start going downhill until probably like 15, 16 years old. I started like losing people, you know, deaths started happening. I even lost my brother on my dad's side, so everything was just so weird, you know. And that's when like depression came. Like it was just a lot. It was a lot. My mom at the time, she knew like something wasn't just right with me. So I remember, like, I call myself liking girls. First off, I've never been with a girl, but in my head I'm thinking, I'm just gonna date girls because I seen what men do, you know. So I remember I was in the hallway one day and I told my mom that I like girls, and she was like, no you don't, it's just a phase. But I'm telling her I do like girls because men hurt women. She was like, and like she paused, and I was like, I like girls because I said my cousin name. I don't say his name, but I said his name, and I was like, he hurt me, And my mom was like, what? Like that was the first time I seen my mom cry, and I was like, oh gosh, like, this isn't good. So, look, my knees were busted because I used to fight so much. But once I told my mom that, like I said, I didn't really go into details. I was just like, he'll make us do things. I couldn't really go into details at the time. Like, still now I'm learning how to talk about it, as I grow and get older. But my mom, she was just like, wow, like, and like my brother told her, like, like, it was just crazy. So after that, I think I became just extremely reckless. Just, I'm not gonna say out of control, but I was just not caring about life. Honestly, I did not want to live because I didn't value life. I didn't value myself. I thought I was ugly. I was just everywhere. But I would say when I turned 18 is when I thought I found love. But yeah, I didn't, when they say like sometimes you attract, what your dad is, that's exactly who I attracted. And that's who I thought I fell in love with, I guess, but it was very crazy. I felt trapped, and I felt like I couldn't leave because first off, he didn't let me leave. And then like he would tell me like if I leave, like he'll ruin my life, he'll ruin my image, like I wouldn't be able to breathe another 24. It was just, that's when my mental became so bad. Because first off, I'm already messed up in the head, and now I'm with somebody who's just making it 10 times worse. And like I remember, like I had a like safe and everything with this guy, and I lost 6 bands with this guy. Like 6 bands, because not only did I not know how badly I was being used, but I thought it was love. It was hell. It was hell. Like I remember one night, me and this girl, I was, it was this girl that I was, associates with. I remember I had texted her and was like, can I spend the night at your house? Because the guy, he was literally like blowing up my phone, telling me like he's like about to come hurt me. And I was like so scared because I didn't want to tell my mom because I knew my mom was gonna go to jail, because my mom is crazy behind kids. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I need to go somewhere. I felt like kind of a burden, a problem. And I didn't want to bring that to my home, so I can't believe what I allowed. Like, and I remember like, a few months earlier, like, this year, I would text like when I go through like my mental breakdowns, I text him like just very mean words, and I would call him like 100 times just to tell him how bad he broke my heart and how bad he messed me up. And he don't care. He didn't care, but I didn't see that until I seen like, this isn't love. That was never love. That was just, I was like a property. That's what I was. And it's like, it was like I was dating my dad, you know? And so, you know, my friends, my friends really didn't know what was going on, because I didn't really, they seen like a few, like they hinted a few things, because, you know, like by the text message, because he would threaten me all the time, but they never really knew what was going on. But my like head, I'm thinking, okay, well, this is my soulmate though, you know? Young, dumb, but you live and you learn, right? But yeah, I just can't believe, like, my love life, like, you know, I was good with everything else but love. You know, love used to weaken me. Love used to make me, I don't know, feel crazy. He made me feel crazy. He made me feel like I needed him in some type of way, you know, and I thought I did, honestly. I thought I did. And I can't believe, like, I cannot believe, like, when I look back, it's like, Inspire, how did, love will make you blind. Like, if fake love too, you know, I'm just thinking, like, how do you really allowed that, you know? And I also didn't like tell like my brother or anything, because when you love somebody, even though they hurting you, you don't want them to be hurt. You don't want them to get hurt, you know? And I'm just thinking, like, we came so far, everybody got so much to lose. I'm gonna just deal with it. I'm gonna just get through it. But it was a time where I was really just with this guy, because he was just did not let me leave. Like, I knew I couldn't like even post on Instagram saying like what was going on, because he would tell me like, I will ruin your life, I will ruin you. And in my head I'm thinking like, that's, if you love me, why you keep saying these things to me, you know? So it took me a while to heal from that. I'm still healing, but the young lady I am today is somebody that I'm so thankful for, because I don't know how, like, last year I didn't even think I was going to make it to see this year, and this year I plan on making it to see 100 if I can, you know, because I got help. But mental illness is real. And I remember I went to go see a psychiatrist, and he was like, man, like, it was like, I want to start you off with these, like, this medication, because like I want to see you live, you know? And I didn't know how bad my mental illness was until like I went there, and my mom, she told me, she was like, she knew I needed help, she just didn't know where or who to turn to. And my mom, like my family, we don't believe in medications. We believe in, you know, just, you know, praying and, you know, all that. But sometimes you have to look the other way when you feel like the only way being at peace is just not being on this earth, because that's what I thought for a very, very long time. You know, I put up with a lot. I was a very angry person too. To be honest, I felt like the only person who loved me was my mom. So that's the only reason why I really was living, for my mom, not for myself, because I knew my mom couldn't bear to not, you know, be without me. So that's the only reason why I was living. I was living for my mom. I wasn't living for myself. So it was like 1 year I was just off the radar. Like, nobody could tell me nothing. I was just, you know, I was, you know, freshly single. You know, I was away from all the things that was hurting me, but I was still hurt emotionally. I was extremely weak. I I basically had to find love in myself. And when I started my business, my lash business, that was kind of a little more motivation to, okay, you did something, so just see what else you can do, you know. But other than that, I was far from happy. I was the most saddest soul on this earth. And it's this person that I know of that this year committed suicide, you know. Rest in peace to him. And you know, I hope his family is finding some type of healing with it. You know, I know it takes time, but mental illness, it will make you forget who do love you. Because I remember, like, even though I knew my mom loved me, I at one point I felt I not loved by nobody. And I remember it was like 5 a.m. I was just crying. Like, I woke up in my sleep crying. Like, my heart was so heavy. And I was saying, I need to be at peace now. I need to be at peace now. And I called my mom, and I was telling my mom, like, what I was saying. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't. Like, I don't know. I don't want to see another day, Ma. I can't. And I said, I'm only living for you. I'm not living for myself. And that's the day that everything kind of did a little 360 for me. Like, that's when help was really being enforced on me. My mom, she didn't care if I had a client that day. You're coming with me. Like, I need to make sure my daughter's okay. You know, I'm so cold. I'm freezing. My house is cold. But so I'm so thankful for that. I had to take a break from everything and everyone and just find the proper healing. I'm still healing, you know, but you know, my innocence being taken at a young age, it caused me to be a monster that, you know, I'm thankful for everything I've been through, and I'm thankful for who I was, because look who I'm becoming. But I remember I don't take my medication anymore because, you know, I'm finding peace, I'm finding happiness. And me moving out my parents' home, like, I felt like I don't need this medication. I'm so much stronger without it, you know. And I kind of felt like the medication was poisoning my mind too. And I'm going to tell you about that. But when I first started taking my medication, I looked at my mom and I was like, if you knew I always needed help, why didn't you help me? And like, she was sweeping. And so she stopped sweeping, and she was like, I'm sorry. My mom was apologized to me. She was like, I knew you needed help. I just didn't know how to help, you know? Like, I knew, like, you know, me and my mom was talking, and when I'm on the medication, like, I don't feel no sadness. I'm just happy all the time, 24/7. Like, I don't feel anger, nothing. I'm just like a robot. So I was on the medication. I'm listening to her. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I hear you. Yeah. So, but like, my mom, she was so sad. Like, she was sad for days. And I was just like, because I didn't want her to feel like I was blaming her in any type of way, because she didn't know anything that was going on, you know? So, but she did help me. My mom always helped me. And one thing, like, when I did get suspended, like, from school, or when I did, like, I didn't get in trouble by my mom. It was more of, I'm going to talk to you first, and I'm going to try to figure out why, because of everything I've been through. Then I'm going to, it depends, like, what's your reason, then I'm going to discipline you later, you know? But my mom was always like a therapist, so that's why I never really needed one. So, now I'm 20 years old, and everything, like, life is going good. I'm so thankful. I didn't even know life can be this peaceful and normal without no violence, no, you know, you know. So I'm actually very happy. Well, I'm becoming happy, but now I'm most definitely finding peace. I'm starting to be at peace with a lot of things, so I'm very thankful for that part, because I see myself seeing my 21st birthday, my 22nd birthday. And last year I didn't see myself seeing nothing, you know, and not even earlier this year, you know. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm very blessed to see 20 years old. And I hope that, you know, if you've been harmed in any type of way, that, you know, if you're watching this video, make today your healing day. Make today be the day, like, okay, you know, look at this young boss, young CEO doing it. You know, let me do it too. You know, and I used to blame my older cousin for everything, and then I'm like, that's giving power to him. Because I don't call myself a victim. You know, I'm not gonna say that I call myself a survivor, but I'm gonna say that I'm strong. You know, I wouldn't call myself nothing, to be honest. I just say that I'm strong as an individual, a young lady, and my life has always been a crazy movie. A really, really crazy movie. And the outcome's always beautiful. Like, sometimes you could be walking in a dark tunnel for such a long time and you don't see no light, like nothing. But that one day you might see a little peak of light, you know, just by having faith and believing, having hope. Because at one point in time I didn't even believe in God. But now, like, if you know me, you know I have a Bible in my car 24/7. You know, like, it's all about seeing another day to, I guess, live and learn to live. But giving up it should never be the answer, because I thought that was the answer. Until you see everything around you and you realize, like, okay, if you get this far, you know what I'm saying, maybe you can just put in a little extra hard work in for yourself, you know, by healing mentally, then you'll see what maybe next month will bring you. But I just want to say that, you know, if you are a victim of, you know, being hurt by someone, a lover, or just anything, never let them take complete power over you. Because I know at first they're gonna have power over you, because you don't know how to really take it, you know, because that's not something, you know, you're supposed to know how to deal with. You know, I was first, second, and third grade. I was a baby. You know, I didn't even think I was gonna see 10 years old, because I didn't want to live. And now I'm 20 years old in my own apartment with my own business that's growing. And all I can say is trying is everything, you know. And if you gotta try with medication, without medication, then just do what's best for you. You know, I know in the Black homes, you know, like, we don't believe in medication. We don't. But sometimes it can be a help to start. But the only reason why mine wasn't, you know, I just felt like, you know, like, when I first started taking my medication, you know, everything was like, it was helping me, like, see the positive of life. But I was a robot. I was numb, you know. So I didn't really feel a lot of things, and I wanted to feel. I want to feel so I can learn how to solve that feeling. You know, I don't like to be numb. And also, like, when some days when I didn't take the medication, I just cry out the blue, and I just be like, I just want to be at peace. You know, so that's another reason why I feel like the medication was like me. You know, everybody's different, but I feel like the medication was just messing up my mind, unless it was just maybe I don't even know. I have no answer for it, honestly, but the answer is to life is to not give up and try to find your purpose, because I know when you guys see this video, you know, you're gonna be like, wow, like that girl seen it all. Cartel life and everything, you know, like that girl seen it all. And I did. And like now when I go to bed, when I go to sleep, I noticed that my sleep is a little more, like every night, every day, my sleep gets a little more peaceful. And that's how I know my mind is becoming free, because I'm allowing my mind to be becoming free by helping myself and not making, I'm not saying it's excuses, but not making reasons for, I can't do that, you know, because like, you know, I'm just so sad. Like being sad, being depressed, it plays a huge role, but that's why finding a solution in any way, every way possible is always the key. Because giving up, once you give up, you know, it's you're in that dark tunnel. Honestly, you're gonna be in that dark tunnel for a long time. But trying, you're gonna see a couple lights, you know, here and there, but trying is everything. And look what it has gotten me. So I just want to say that if you are watching this video and you do personally know me, or if you're a client of mine, that you're probably like, wow, you know, because everybody always thought my life was perfect, you know. You know, and everybody see what you have and what you do, and they think, oh, you know, this girl probably never even seen like what hell probably feels like. But I have, you know. I laugh a lot. I used to laugh a lot, you know, so I wouldn't cry. You know, everybody know I was the comedian. And usually the happiest person around you is the saddest. So check up on that person, you know. Just have like a simple talk. Are you really okay? Like, it's us talking, you know. But other than that, this video, I don't want this video to be too long. It says that I'm like 30-some minutes in, so I'm going to end it. But if you have any questions for me, please DM me, text me, like the comments. You know what to do. You know, I'm not good on YouTube, but you know what to do, you know. And hopefully I can make an update video answering y'all questions. But thank you so much for watching Inspired Valentine YouTube. And hopefully you get a better idea of who I am, because not one person even know my full name. You know, I've always been so low-key about myself and my identity. But now it's like, I guess, hey.